off the court. Kawhi's too dry, man. You're not gonna give $100 million to a guy for some fucking shoes that nobody wants. Who wants some dry ass Kawhi Leonard shoes? They probably won't even have no fucking air bubbles on them. I'm just saying though,
this
it's real
dude
shit,
here, man. I knew it wasn't gonna be long.
You know what? You know what though? Look at the market that he's in.
He been giving out too nice of content so far.
Look at. But this goes back to the Spurs. David, remember when David Robinson had the pray-in cover of Sports Illustrated? And Tim Duncan, first article on him in Sports Illustrated, said he was an all-world swimmer in St. Thomas before he went to Wake. That organization has always been what's on the front before what's on the back. That's what it is. And it is not a big market. And when you are in Texas and you've got Mark Cuban making noise on one side and you've got Houston doing what they're doing in the same state, Kawhi Leonard might be a firebrand that nobody knows about because he's sitting in San Antonio. Dennis Rodman started painting his hair when he was in San Antonio because it was such a quiet, dry-ass town.
Chicago.
He started going platinum when he was playing for the Spurs.
He started with different designs in San Antonio.
Because he wanted to be the anti-David Robinson when he was down there. And he got out of there. So maybe Kawhi says, I'm a top 10 player. I've got more personality than you see because I'm in San Antonio. Maybe if I go to Atlanta or a Washington or somewhere else. Because, look, Michael also landed in a big city. Fate plays a big role in this. If Michael ends up in Portland, how many people are lining up for Clyde Drexler's shoes? And he was electric. People forget how good Drexler was.
Mike, though, but it's hard. And
that was my favorite player before Mike.
Comparing everybody to Mike, as great as Dominique Wilkins was, for some reason he looked what we called back in the day fluky to me.
Yeah.
Watching him go up against Mike, it was just something about his flair. Comparing his flair to Mike's.
Right.
He was a Hall of Fame player, but when they went head to head, back to back, it was Mike or nothing for me. So Dominique was killing though, but it was just something about Dominique. I'm like, I should probably
we are biased, but you're right, and I think that's what you were saying about Mike off the court. You go watch his interviews when he came out of North Carolina, and he was stuttering and he was spitting sentences out. He went to Northwestern and took speech classes at the art school.
So Northwestern kicked in with the greatest.
To learn how to present himself in public. Michael was very intentional about working on his brand. And he learned how to play golf because he knew that's how you go get the CEOs. Michael Jordan got his deal with Gatorade playing 18 holes with the guy who owned Gatorade. He left Pepsi. He had a little fringe deal with Pepsi. He got the Gatorade deal on the golf course. Michael worked on who he was off the court because he knew that the money followed. And young guys today are getting a lot of money. And I give LeBron a ton of credit because LeBron has built himself into an icon. LeBron is an icon.
LeBron most definitely
empowered everybody around him.
Absolutely.
All his guys,
and off the court.
That's the difference between LeBron and Mike.
All
LeBron
his guys
has
is millionaires, and they've made their own money.
Yeah.
Along with him. But they made and empower his guys. When they go to do meetings or whatever it is for him, they make sure that person give him the same respect as if LeBron was sitting there himself. Because if you happen to meet with one of his guys and they walk out saying no, believe me, LeBron going to say no from what I hear. I ain't never sat down and talked to business with him, but from what I hear, he empowers those guys. And the one thing, and that's the one that his philanthropy. Y'all do know about the $41 million that he donated to the Akron University. Come on, man.
Oh no,
LeBron's done a lot of charitable things.
Right there. I mean, if he don't do that, he do a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But if he don't ever do any, the fact, man, you know what I would do if I can make it? They got it where CPS can go free to community colleges.
Okay.
Well, boy, I would give anything if I could make it where if you graduated from CPS with a certain GPA, you can go to UIC, DePaul, all these city schools for free. Man, that's awesome. Okay, he's setting it up, giving those kids a chance.
That's dope.
And that's what it's about. And that's another thing that Brian Gumbo mentioned too that I didn't get to say when he talked to that's why he say LeBron the best of him because of his philanthropy.
I knew it was more to that story, man.
Yeah, I had to listen to that for a minute.
I've been saying that for the longest.
I wanted to go in, but I had to sit back and honor what he was saying. So
it's more to being great, being considered the greatest, just than on the court. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just can't have basketball stats. That's why the argument, you know what I'm saying, when they bring up Wilt 11 and 1? Well, I'm saying his 11 rings. He didn't have
Bill
Russell.
Bill Russell.
He didn't have the social impact. You know what I'm saying? If he had the social impact along with his 11 rings.
Well, he was a civil rights activist.
I mean, yeah, but
during
true.
that time.
Hey,
true.
But I know where you're going with
But
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a motherfucker, I want to be like Bill. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a different NBA.
And it's a different era.
Like Magic Johnson, I
And
would
it's a
say,
it's a different era
is somebody
too, bro.
that really started the trend with that. Like he really built the Magic and Bird built the foundation with that, and then Jordan just said, "Here go the house."
if Wilt would say, y'all see, Dwight Howard just had the 32 and 30 yesterday. No, just the one game or whatever happened. But 30 hit,
30
points,
rebounds. Yeah.
So that they said, like I forgot how many years. In the last year, it's only been like 16 of these occurrences.
Kevin Love did it
The last time he did it was
in Minnesota.
right, but it's been. Y'all know how many 30s Wilt Chamberlain had? No, they said he had, I think they said it was either 172 or
Oh
192.
shit! He had that
And
many?
every other
30s.
And every other
30
player in
point, 30
history,
rebounds.
every other player in history combined 35.
Is it 35? I thought it was 16.
Yeah,
35.
Yeah, but it's like 16 in the
yeah.
last 30 years.
Okay.
You cannot knock Wilt for being ahead of his time
No,
doing that
he, was
era.
he
man.
dominated the way he's supposed to dominate
You
at
can't.
that time. He did what he was supposed to.
Because you got people out there that, oh, everybody was little on him. Oh, they didn't have the athletic skills. That's not his fault.
Right.
Just like with Mike. He understood the game very well. He was very athletic. You cannot knock him for it. Just like LeBron, he's a freak of nature. You cannot knock him for what he's been blessed with.
LeBron has Magic's game in Karl Malone's body,
Right.
which is freakish.
That
But
dude-
here's what makes LeBron special. You look back at guys that were politically and socially active in the 60s and the 70s, like Bill Russell, like Kareem, like Jim Brown, Ali. They were using largely their station as an athlete because people would listen to them. The next step in that evolution was Michael getting paid. LeBron is the next step in that evolution of the athlete, and now I can financially provide for. I want you to listen to me, but I want you to act. And if those programs aren't there, I'm going to make the program, I'm going to fund the program, and I'm going to make sure that
Exactly.
it succeeds because of who I am. So the next step in that, LeBron is bringing to fruition what we saw from the Kareems and the Bill Russells and the Alis in the 60s and 70s with a platform that was built on the shoulders of Michael.
Let me ask you this.
That's another thing Brian Gumbel. That's another thing Brian Gumbel said about Mike, about his social activism.
Right.
Like
he's-
where is he? Like where is he? Where has he been? Like with all this stuff going on in Chicago, where has Jordan's voice been with all this stuff that's been going on?
So let me ask you this.
He could. I mean, not that he could cease and stop to it, but Michael Jordan is one of
He
those
have a
guys
voice. Michael got a strong
in
voice
Chicago.
that he
Yeah,
can use.
definitely, and that's what he
Oh,
said.
Mike
He
said
never-
something, everybody moving.
Right, that he did
Yeah.
use. And that's why I got big up.
That's what I'm saying. Brian Gumbel said he didn't use his voice the way LeBron used it today. There's another knock that he
I
said
mess
on
with
him.
LeBron on the court.
And that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always cracking my LeBron jokes and shit like that. But I got mad respect for that man as a man.
Yeah, almost that.
As a man, he's one of the greatest sports human beings that we ever came across. He understands that I can speak on my on the political base form, and you can't touch me. I'm gonna eat. Period. That's the problem with Mike. Mike was scared that if he spoke politically,
You lose a lot
he
of
would
things.
lose out, and that's why he stayed away from it. Go ahead, Shay.
Tell me which one of y'all right
During
now.
that time, he probably
which
would've
one of
lost
y'all
a lot.
right now, if y'all had LeBron, if y'all was LeBron James' stature, wealth, and all that stuff, in this age of social media, could sit here and honestly say right now you have never been in trouble in 15 years in social media.
As a man, Joe, I
Who
give
can
it
sit
to
here
him.
and honestly say that? Honestly, that in 15 years,
He has been a stand-up guy.
Man,
He has been
The
a
only,
stand-up
only
guy.
yeah, he's ever been accused of was going in the inbox of a girl or something like that, some model girl or something like that.
right. But with social media,
Right.
imagine social media around though back in those days.
Crazy.
But man, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into some music. We're gonna come back. I got my question to ask. Then we're gonna wrap up the show, and we're gonna move forward after that. Shake. More than
Indeed.
welcome to come back anytime,
Anytime.
you ready, man.
Man.
Anytime you want.
Anytime you ready, man.
Always.
Gonna play this music. Be back in y'all here at 708-328-8923.
I love that. I love that. I love to see the homies get into it. Ain't nothing realer than that. You know, I love that crew love, the game. You know, with a whole team eating, like, the family body level up. We all chasing the bag, real recognize real. And the baddies recognize that too, that's why they wanna be with us. I got one, and the bro got the other. They get the best view over here. And cuz got the other one. You know kings need queens, right? Oh, they loving the crew, man. Yeah. Caught up in the rapture of love. Rock the sevens in Toronto, show the Raptors some love. Take a picture with my niggas, try to capture the love. We from the bottom, but we tryna adapt the above. See, for y'all, that'll probably be a caption you love. But for us, it goes back to the strap and the gloves. Back to the birds of the white, we was trapping them doves. Here today, gone tomorrow, like a Snapchat for thugs. So you gotta keep your circle tight, never let it hula hoop. Niggas gon' shoot they shot, especially when you the hoop. I'ma do the sprinter van, till we all can do the coupe. The war stories sound way better when you crew the troops. I want for me what I want for them, and I'm not a quitter. Most haters don't get better, they get bitter. My nigga couldn't hit her, so he said I had to get her. And if we both wanna fuck it, we can split her. One night with a hitter, made her reconsider. Paper on the strip club floor, bitch, we came to litter. But everything ain't gold just cause it fucking glitter. And if she ain't a go-getter, then forget her. Before the road money, we was hood jugging. Before the baddies, we was plucking hood boogers. That just make the level up better. When life is a bitch and we ain't never upset her, my niggas.
And it feels like love. And it feels like love. When it feels. Drop top groups in the winter, babe. We just moving like the winners, baby. Streets up if you feel the same.
Up in the rapture of love, from where they shoot it out, slap box and strap with the thugs. Went to all different cities on the map with the drugs. Instead of reeing up, we just came back with the plugs. This is post rap, yeah, I'm talking after the buzz. We became legends, they was pushing Acura's cuz. With the same brethrens, we ain't know what Acura was. We had each other though, that's what impacted the love. This is back when you could bring gats in the club. Had to step light, like his thumbtacks in the rug. And we still down, throw a few cats as a dub. Trying to smoke something, we was really after the bud. Like fly cats can't really adapt to the mud. If you ain't God, it ain't in your actions to judge. It is what it is, turns into it was what it was. And you know the thirst come with the grub. And the dirtiest is the first one in the tub. And the tough guys really just be wanting a hug. Yeah, when they calm down after they bug and realize they just caught up in the rapture of love. What?
And it feels like love. And it feels like love. When it feels. Drop top groups in the winter, babe. We just moving like the winners, baby. Streaks up if you feel the same. Oh, na 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 na. Oh, baby. Yeah. Oh, no.
Bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio. We sitting down. I keep saying we sitting down here in the player cave, but we at the Ultimate Cigar Lounge, 137 East North Avenue, right here in Villa Park, man. We got the Chicago legend, Shaky Sean Harrington, down here, man. He blessed us with his presence, man, Joe. We got the homie, Rico Dale. We got Tab, we got Corey C.L. Crockett, and we got Tim Young, Joe. We sitting back, we talking Chicago sports and more. Like I said, y'all can catch this audio on the website right now, plus later on after we get done. Plus, we live across Facebook. People saying they can't hear us across Facebook. That's what they've been saying.
Get on the live, get on the audio.
Yeah,
listen to
get
the
on the
audio.
audio, man.
Great music.
But, yeah, we probably got to bring it up closer, but, you know, we're getting to my question segment. Since we got everybody around. Yeah, I mustered up another question. No. No. It's a whole different. It's